Hey everyone, and welcome to Beach Investing. I'm your host, Andrei Angelkovski. Today we're in Upper Beaches in this semi-detached house with Nawar Naji. How are you, buddy?
Hey Andrei, how are you?
Good, thanks. Nawar, if you recognize this house, we're doing about a $100,000 renovation to it. And we're hoping that we can get a sneak peek of the progress. We're about 5 to 6 weeks into it. And we want to share with the viewers some of your challenges that you faced during your renovation. So, can we do that?
Let's go in.
All right, let's go. So, if you guys remember, what we're doing is you're converting this into a luxury duplex, right?
Yep.
And so we're in the midst of this renovation. None of the finishes are done yet. Some of the electrical's done.
Yeah, we've leveled the floor here. We've added 6 spotlights, which adds some nice ambiance to the living room. It's ESA certified, which I wanted to obtain, so we're done here. But we'll go to the kitchen area and show you some of the challenges we ran into.
All right, let's go. So you also punched out this hole, and it's a little open concept to the kitchen. So
yeah, this was not here when we purchased the property.
So this is the kitchen, right? Oh, sorry, you wanted this side, right?
Yeah, it's my better side.
So this is the kitchen that was sort of gutted and everything, but the finishes you will see in another video in the near future on the finished product. But in the meantime, we want to talk about some of the challenges Nawar dealt with during this renovation. So can you share with us some of the...
Sure, absolutely. When we gutted the place, we took down the whole kitchen, and upstairs is basically in this area is the upstairs bathroom, and that was gutted to the frame. And we found out, I should say Eric, the contractor, found a few things. There are 2 joists running across, and those were completely cut, which is a big no-no, since there was a bathtub sitting on top, which is a safety issue. I mean, had that bathtub been full of water and a person or 2 in there with no structure below it, it could have possibly fallen through. So that has been completely repaired. The other thing we find out through is, with the toilet being here, is they've cut through the joist to run the plumbing, which is again a big no because you're taking out structure. So that has been addressed by bringing the plumbing below the structure. Down below, runs across into the main track and down into the sewer line.
So without knowing that when you first bought it, we got home inspections, we got plumbing inspections. You didn't find this, so how are we supposed to figure this out before you buy a place?
It's a great point. This is why my personal preference is to buy a property where I can completely gut to see what's really behind the walls, because the inspections are limited to a certain extent. They cannot tell you what's behind the walls. And again, this is why I prefer gutting a place completely and seeing what's really behind. And really, without getting into the bare bone, there's no way we could have found out.
Yeah. Well, does this affect your budget at all? Because that sounds pretty dangerous and structural.
Yeah, I budget for contingency when I sat down with Eric, the contractor, with respect to the timeline budget. We always add a good 20%, from my perspective, budget-wise, to accommodate those type of things and issues as they arise, as we rip down the walls and see what's behind them.
Okay, and other challenges you faced were the floors were a little sloped, so you had to level them?
Yeah, in the main area behind the camera there, obviously it's an older house, so the floor is not complete level, and this is what we did here, is completely level the floor, so it's nice and solid structure for the hardwood when it'll be added in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, and through this whole renovation, which is about a $100,000 renovation, you're making this unit and upstairs one apartment.
Correct, yeah.
And the basement its own separate apartment.
Yeah.
So it's a duplex, legal duplex. What is the biggest thing that you've sort of learned throughout this renovation that you can share with our viewers?
I think the biggest thing is planning up front, so having a timeline with the contractor that both agree to, obviously, so both can work to the same time frame, having the budget, and always working ahead. So I'm always, I'd say, 2 weeks ahead with respect to material to make sure my team of contractors and subcontractors are not delayed. They're not sitting here waiting for me to bring stuff, which is critical.
Okay, so
it's planning and communication.
So having a good team on your hand, such as your general contractor, is really important. And
Absolutely.
you've obviously found one.
Yeah.
But we're going to introduce you to that general contractor in the final video so you can meet him. But otherwise, thank you so much for sharing this information.
Thank you.
And we will definitely do a final video of just show you the actual final product. And thank you again, Amar.
Thanks, Andrei. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks guys.
Take care.